Hey, folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, ATS.io. Looking forward to a monster game in the AFC South coming up this weekend. And that's going to be Tennessee at Indianapolis. And both these teams are 7-3, tied atop the division. Here's the deal. Indy won the previous matchup just a couple of weeks ago. 34-17 was the final score. So a decided edge to the Colts here. If they win this game, they basically have a 2-game lead, really turning the corner for home. Tennessee's got to kind of step up to the plate and get it done here. To me, this is eerily similar to the situation that Seattle found themselves in, having lost to the Rams in Arizona. They were tied, a 3-way tie in the NFC West, but Seattle had to win the game, or really they had no chance, I didn't think, to win the division down the road. So they had to basically treat it like a playoff game and beat Arizona, and they did. And I think this is kind of the same thing for Tennessee. I think they're in good shape to make the playoffs, but if you want to win the division, they pretty much got to hold serve here, except we're talking hold serve by winning on the road, because that's what Indy did. As for both of these teams, crazy victories for both of them. Tennessee gets this remarkable win in overtime. Derrick Henry punches it in, and they got to be, really feeling their oats, getting the best of Baltimore. By the way, this is a team that's got a little bite to them. They're dancing on the Ravens logo before the game, said, hey, we're here. We're going to start a fight with you. They backed it up, man. They won the game. Brown with an incredible catch and run to put it in. Tannehill took him down the field and got him in. And by the way, the reality is maybe that game should have had to go to overtime, because the Ravens fumbled a couple of times inside the 10-yard line, or maybe it would have been that close. But they were clutch, and they're going to be a tough out down the road with Derrick Henry, the way they can run the ball. The problem is their defense has a hard time getting off the field on third down. Now, the Colts get a terrific win over Green Bay, albeit they squandered it in regulation, and the Packers, get this late drive, tie it, force overtime, and then Valdez-Scantling fumbles on the first possession, and the Ravens just, settle it up and, get the score to win the game and get out of Dodge. I love this Indianapolis team. I think they're very well coached. I really like their defense. That was an out-of-conference game. The crazy thing is here, this could go really one of two sincere ways. But again, I think you're seeing points in this game. There's so many players on the skill side, and Rivers is starting to find a groove offensively, figuring out this offense. Reich singing his praises. And he's got a new star. Michael Pittman has really stepped up for them, had 101 yards receiving, and he's really been something the last couple of weeks for them. And I just think this Colts with Hines, running back by committee, they can produce points. Tennessee's really hard to stop. Turnovers probably decide the issue here. But if you ask me, I do like the visitor. And I think Indy's a team can win, come out of the AFC, represent in the Super Bowl. I think they're that good. But I think in this instance, Tennessee's got to say, hey, it's all or nothing. If we want to win the division, have to win this game. You got to believe in Vrabel and this team too. Kind of like the dog and the over. But what a game it's going to be. Tennessee and Indianapolis. Glad to preview it for you right here at ATS.io. I'm Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Always check out our buddy Adam Burke with his sports betting podcast. He's there for you weekdays throughout the course of the season.